So here's a topic that I don't generally cover because as somebody that is involved in social media or YouTube, I believe talking about investment stocks or whatever may be can sometimes influence people. But this one is a little bit different on this topic. It's only this one company that I'm going to talk about, which is obviously based on the title and thumbnail, Uber Eats, and how the strike on Valentine's Day when it comes to gig workers impacted the stock market. So I am an investor in Uber Eats. I don't own a lot of their stocks, but I own stock in Uber Eats. And the reason why I decided to buy into Uber Eats is after taking a look at the 3-year forecast, or the 3-year outcome, I should say, with Uber, they've been increasing. And of course, you're going to increase, you're going to go down, especially in 2022. A lot of them went down. But at the end of the day, depending on where you're invested, let's say S&P 500 and such, most of the stocks will generally increase. So I took a gamble, and a little while ago, I invested in Uber stocks. And I will say this, it's been paying off. But I'm going to show you a screenshot right now. And this is from my actual investment profile, showing the huge jump on the strike day that Uber benefited from. Now, these are actually shown in US currency. I'm an investor with Canadian currency. But as you can see, on the 14th, right at the opening of the stock market, Uber was around $68, $67 per share. And it seems to be the moment that it gets into the media's attention that there was a strike from the gig workers, it went up to about $77 per share at 12:30. Now, I took this screenshot because it is a screenshot on today, Monday, February the 19th. And as you can see, the stocks went up even more since, a little bit down, but not too dramatic. But as you can see, they're pretty stable from where they left off. Now, it's kind of funny to me that the same day that the stocks took off was also the same time that investors were starting to come back at Uber and saying, we need your rideshare money to increase, meaning they want to see a better return from rideshare. And I think that the reason why the stock market went up for Uber so dramatically is because the strikes of these gig workers might indicate that there might be better potential in the long run because Uber is going to act faster. If people strike and it gets in the media, then that can tell investors that now you're screwed and now you have to do better. And I think that's why the stock market went up higher. But I'm not exactly quite sure. Because typically speaking, if a person goes on strike, maybe before they even start their strike, they are probably going to turn around and pull their shares. Now, if you're somebody that's an investor and you're long term, you're going to know that pulling your shares is not the strategy that you want to go. You want to hold them. But if anything, this outcome involved people increasing. Now, like I said, this is not a video that I would make too much about, but I found it extremely interesting speaking. And yes, I still claim and hold all my shares with Uber, and I'm gonna keep them no matter what. It's really fun to see how things can go up and down. But what reason do you think that Uber shares increased dramatically by almost $10 per share when it comes to the Valentine's Day strike? Do you believe the same as I do, which is that investors feel that there's pressure on Uber to perform better to get those numbers? Or do you feel that it's a different outcome? I wanted to make something just slightly a little bit different and get your opinion on the topic. And I'll catch you lovelies in the next video.